All right. Not really sure how well I didn't put my earbuds in. Give you guys a minute to... I don't know if I put this on public. All right. Is it? Choo-choo-choo-choo. Okay. Give you guys just a second to pile in here. I don't have my mask on, and I don't have my earbuds in, so again, I don't know how good this is going to sound. Give you guys a good look here, what's going on after the... Smile, wave, Alex with our beers. As you can see, piled out pretty good here. I'm curious to see how many people were actually at the game, at the scrimmage. Didn't get to catch spring game. Diamond Hogs look great. Yeah, they won 13-0. 13-0. Do me a favor, guys. Throw a like on here. Give me a like. That'd be awesome. Okay. And again, you guys at home who got a chance to watch the game are obviously going to have probably better input than I have. Did get to meet a few fans here at the stadium. Kelly Marie, our moderator, I ran into her and her husband Lance. Took selfies with her. And another young man who drove 2 hours by himself to come watch the scrimmage. You guys, that's dedication is what that is. 2 hours. I don't know how old he was. I think his name was Jason. Shout out to you. I apologize if I messed your name. I think it was Jason. It was really loud. Speakers are right here. The band's just across the field here. But dedication for sure. Okay, do me a favor. Like the video. Subscribe if you guys haven't already. And also share the content. That would be fantastic. I'm right underneath here's where we are. Give you an idea. There's the loudspeakers. All right. What we saw, I don't think there's any doubt this is KJ's clearly QB1. To me, he looks dialed in at the position. When I got in my car, I'm going to drive up from Miller Rock home game this. Oh, when you get your car. All right, Gavin. KJ's just clearly the number one guy. There's no doubt about that. I don't know. Again, I don't have any idea what his stat sheet looks like. I know at one point he was something like 8 of 11 throwing, I think, 150 yards. He had a nice little, 20, 25-yard scramble. KJ just looks comfortable. Watched it on ESPN Plus. All right. KJ just looks comfortable. He just does. This is clearly his offense. Malik Hornsby early on, there just wasn't much there with his other than his feet. I thought he was. We know he was leaving guys wide open. Was missing some good check down options. It looked to me like he was a little panicked. He's got some time to go. I have a hard time seeing him really put up a fight to take over the one spot over KJ. Again, just a spring scrimmage. A lot can still happen. We still have fall camp to get ready for. We'll see what happens from that point on. A lot can happen between now and fall camp. A lot can happen during fall camp. But again, KJ just looks so clearly. He's clearly the QB1. Are we about to get kicked out? It's like one of the. I'm getting the look. I'm getting the eye here from one of the one of the yellow coats. So we're gonna try and make this short. And my ride is holding our beers, waiting on me. So look how gorgeous this is, you guys. Just oh my goodness, right? Oh yes, so pretty. It's God's country is what this is. Running game. Hammonds outside of putting the ball on the ground, Hammond shows once again he's got the burst. He has the ability, right? We didn't get to see a whole lot of Traylon. I don't know how many carries Traylon had. It had to be under 5. TJ Hammond's had to have around 5 carries. The run game at first looked really slow. We saw a little bit of Dominic Johnson. AJ Green was here, was not dressed out, but we got to see his fellow running back, freshman running back, Rocket Sanders, carry the ball a little bit. Again, the ones, it was ones versus ones, by the way, Doug. Ones v ones. It looked like they were mixing guys in a little bit there, especially towards the end of the first half. But I will say, again, KJ, it's clearly KJ's job to lose. In the offense, especially early on, through the first quarter, going into the second quarter, was just flowing, baby. The ones were moving the ball well. KJ also showed off his feet. I've been saying it. The guy is capable of knocking off a 20-yard run. I mean, he's just as dangerous as far as the running, as being a running threat. Maybe not as fast as Malik, but who will be the starting quarterback? Yeah, Joe, it's KJ. To me, it's KJ. It's KJ Jefferson. I don't think there's any doubt. If you go back and watch both Treylon Burks and Mike Woods early on, now I'm going to go home and hopefully either later today or maybe tomorrow I'm going to try and see if I can catch the scrimmage again. I didn't DVR it, dadgummit. I forgot. Maybe War Machine. I think War Machine said he was going to post the scrimmage on his channel. But I'd like to watch, it play out like a normal, not just highlights. But War Machine does good work. We know that. I really, other than that, I think the Ole Miss transfer. Now, been a lot of talk about Hornsby clearly the number 2 guy, and I think that is the case. I think Hornsby is clearly the number 2 guy. But I'm telling you, keep an eye on Renfro, this transfer out of Ole Miss. 6'3", I think he's, 210, 215? He looks taller than 6'3", by the way, on the field. He looks like he's probably about a 6'4". He looks tall. Looks like he stands toe-to-toe with some of the offensive linemen down there on the sidelines. Players are coming back out. I don't know what this is all about. Can I zoom in there? Oh, I think they're coming out to see their families, maybe. Maybe I ought to run down there and tell PTN Nation, what's up? Oh, they're running. I see what they're doing. They're going to the other, heading towards the, if I could flip my camera. There we go. So, Renfro's going to be one to keep an eye on. I wonder if he doesn't push for the 2 spot eventually. I thought he throws such a nice tight spiral. Again, he looks a little bit further ahead than the other guys, than Coley and John Stephen Jones. I think he could push. I don't know about this year, because again, Hornsby's probably got a little bit better grasp on the offense. But it wouldn't surprise me to see him push for some time on the field. I mean, you've got a couple cupcakes on this schedule. Maybe you blow him out. You let him come in and get a couple of reps. Let him work with. Let him come in to do some cleanup, maybe against one of the lesser opponents. Probably be reserved for Malik Hornsby at that point. But okay. Yeah, I thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let me see. Can I pull up chat here? Yeah, okay. I saw Malik had a good game. I don't think it was how do I? All right, chat, go away. How do I make the chat go away? Now it's just all over my screen. There it goes. Not that I want to see this in HD. Oh my. Yeah, really cool. Good times. We ate some Wright's barbecue, had a couple beers in the stadium. It's good stuff. Well, Coley is a true freshman. Renfro's at least a college. Yeah, I mean, that's true. He has a year on him. He's technically a redshirt freshman. But again, you're talking about walking into a new offense as well. just like Coley. But I do think, I don't know. I wouldn't surprise me to see him push for the 3 spot. Catalan did play. He had a nice pop early on. He had a real nice, I don't remember who it was he hit. It wasn't TJ Hammonds. I don't remember who it was, but yeah, Catalan played with, he laid down the boom a little bit. Who do we have coming out here? Come on, flip camera, there we go. Got a few guys walking out. Trying to think of anything else. I can't wait for the season. Don't know much about football, but they say we might be really good this year. Is it going to replay on TV? I imagine so, on SEC Network somewhere. Traylon Smith. Was it Traylon that he laid down the boom? Trey Knox did. I'm glad you brought that up. All right, Doug's keeping me on my toes. Knox caught a 50-50 ball down the sidelines, and it was nice. It was perfectly thrown. KJ threw it to Knox, who's being covered. Was it Ladarius Bishop? Someone definitely not 6'5". That's Knox's game. Knox should be a freaking killer in the red zone. This is a cat that should win those 50-50 balls. There's no doubt. He should win those 50-50 balls. That's what he's there for. You're 6'5", 215 pounds or whatever. You know, not super fast, not a 4.4 guy. I mean, he kind of reminds me a little bit, maybe of like a taller Greg Childs, a little bit more lean. Was it Hudson Clark covering him? I don't think that was Hudson, was it? I don't know. That was down there on the towards the north end zone. I had a hard time seeing. Kelly Marie says I was up in the nosebleeds. We were up in the nosebleeds. We get caught up here. Knox needs to get rolling. I agree. Missed the first half. Who's going to play the slot? Well, I think you could have some. I think you're going to have multiple options. Look, wide receiving depth. If Knox continues to grow, if Knox continues to develop, if he's patient, let's hope he sticks it out, because I think that he will. I don't think if he, like my boy Alex said over here, if he was going to transfer, he would have done it by now. I mean, we're at the end of spring camp, right? Next is voluntary workouts and summer camp. If he's patient, and if he sticks with it, doesn't run into any confidence issues, right? If he gets it figured out up here, and I think he's a smart kid. You're talking about Treylon Burks, Mike Woods, and Knox. Are you kidding me? Can you think of a better 1, 2, 3 in the SEC in 2021? Maybe Alabama. I'm sure you could throw, Florida's going to stock up. LSU could, they tend to have some pretty good receivers. They always have first, second round talent up and down the roster. But Knox is maybe he's turned that corner. Maybe last year was a sophomore slump, and this year he's got it figured out. But he caught that 50-50 ball. He had a couple of catches, I think. That's going to be his job, catching those 50-50s, right? So, yeah. I think that's about it. If you got any more questions, I'll give you a minute here. My hands are frozen. It feels like it's 40 degrees. It's like 50. Listening to Knox's interview, he sounded like he needs live practice instead of the virtual. Yeah, okay. You guys are saying it was Clark that he caught that ball on. Clark is not small. Clark is 6'2.5", 6'3". The way Knox positioned himself, and that was something that stood out as a freshman. The way he could position himself with the ball in the air, he looked like a junior or a senior as a freshman, catching those 50-50s, right? And that's all about adjusting to the ball while it's in the air, getting the hands up, making the grab. Hudson Clark, I didn't know it was Clark. He didn't look 6'2", 6'3" against Knox. Of course, Knox makes anyone look shorter than they really are. Knox sounded like he couldn't see the plays, and he needs to be live practice. I see. How did Catron look? Any chance he makes an impact this year? I don't know. I don't think, again, I with the angle and the height, again, I sat basically almost the same place we did for the second scrimmage. We probably should have sat closer to the middle and up higher, but, it is what it is. I didn't see him get any balls thrown towards his way. Now, I did see the OU transfer, Crawford. He was targeted. I think you're going to see more of him. I just have a hard time right now seeing Catron contribute much this year. They're just so stacked at wide receiver. Guys, that's a good problem to have. What is your overall opinion of the scrimmage? The infamous question. Offense the ones look like they're further ahead right now, like where I thought they would be, especially after that second scrimmage. I mean, guys, that second scrimmage, the offense did not look anything like what they did just now. And they had cameras on them. They had a larger crowd here. I mean, it was full 100% 1v1s. I think a mix of some twos in there too. And they look more in sync. Defense is definitely going to play with chip on their shoulder. Does this solidify? I think so. Tony, I do. I think this solidifies KJ. I think it was already solidified, right? But let's see. Quality depth, that's right. How did the offensive line look? Should be solid with all those seniors back. Run blocking looked a little questionable at times. Like they had a hard time getting some push. But then, then they were getting these good third down runs, little short third down runs, something they struggled with a year ago. I think they're heavier. They look bigger. They look thicker for sure. Didn't they say the winners get steak dinner tonight? I think that's what Alex told me. I didn't know that. I wasn't aware of that. All right. So from the the glorious Donald W. Reynolds Razorback Stadium. Woo pig. Scrimmage over with. Next stage is summer camp. And then fall camp. Any surprises in the run game? Saw a lot of different guys carry the ball. Saw a couple of walk-ons. One of them I've forgotten all about. What was his name? I can't remember the kid's name now. Saw a lot of different guys carry the ball. Hammond still looks, I think he's clearly the backup to Traylon. You're going to see, I think Johnson is going to get some carries this year. Dominic Johnson, the power back. He's a little bit thicker, right? I think he ends up getting some quality time this year. He's a good change of pace cat. Him and Raheem Sanders both a little bit heavier set, a little bulkier. They're going to be able to fend off, get that arm out extended and get off some tackles, break away from some tackles. Both look to be pretty physical backs, so they're going to be your change of pace guys. Not really any surprises. Again, TJ Hammond's just clearly is going to be that number 2 back behind Traylon. Need to keep bringing in the commitments like McAdoo. What a flip. What a flip. I debated going live over that. Just didn't really have time. What a flip. That's, we all saw it coming. 6'3", what is it, about 180, 185-pound receiver. It's a big pickup for the Razorbacks. They just continue to kill it at the wide receiver position, which is good to see. All right, cleanup crew's out here. We got to get. They're coming. Here they come, cleanup crew. Here they come. Just tell me to leave, guys. All right, we're going to get out of here. Appreciate you guys. Remember to like the video. I'm going to fall as I'm trying to walk. Remember to like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Woo pig, go hogs. Yeah, all right.